Now, I did see some false reports about WWE being sold to the Saudi Arabia government.
This was wrong, you say?
I mean, from what I saw, it was incorrect.
Okay.
I just wanted to say that. I really don't
Thank you.
have.
Okay, yeah.
That's a new segment we're trying on the show where James confirms or denies one story of the week.
He's gonna tell the headline of the story and leave it at that.
And I'll be honest, I really don't know whether that's true or false. I'm just reading off the headline.
So you get that. All right, we'll see how this goes. Let us know how you thought of that segment.
I know everybody's been wanting us to talk about it, and James just did. So there you go.
We talked about it literally.
Dude, we just slam and jammed that. Just so you guys know, we're back.
Let's go.
You thought you wanted
say
this
we
back,
never did it,
and you got it. So let's get to the Patreon shouts out.
Just so you know, that was insane.
𝗧𝗍𝗃𝗃. All right, now it's time to get into Raw for February 13th, 1997. Also known as the episode where Shawn Michaels cried.
Thursday Raw, Thursday.
Thursday Raw, Thursday Raw, Thursday Raw, Thursday Raw.
Beat the shit over my head with that goddamn thing.
We start with a cold open here. Mr. McMahon talking over a video package here of Shawn Michaels, who will forfeit the title here tonight.
For over 40 years, the revolutionary force in sports entertainment.
No fucking way, man. WCW is smashing these dudes,
Dude,
man.
WCW was definitely doing way better than anything they could pump out here on Thursday Raw, Thursday Raw,
Thursday Raw, Thursday. Yeah, they say the title will be declared vacant tonight. This Sunday's Final Four winner will become the new champion. They're showing shots of Shawn Michaels crying when he won the belt. And tonight, Shawn Michaels will forfeit the WWF Championship.
And tonight, Shawn will cry again.
Thursday Raw, Thursday. Thursday Raw,
Vader.
Thursday.
Vader. Thursday Raw,
Ahmed
Thursday.
Johnson.
Vader.
Undertaker, Thursday Raw, Thursday. Yeah, they just repeated it ad nauseum live. That wasn't even really live. I don't think it was.
Thursday Raw Thursday was live. You could definitely tell the way the show was produced that it was live because they had no clue when to go to commercial break, and the wrestlers didn't know like to put in a rest hold to go to commercial break. They just randomly were like, "Yeah, Raw rolls on. We'll be back."
That's probably why all the matches were horrible.
They had no idea. They had no idea.
Right.
They had no idea when to go to commercial break.
They told Rocky and Hunter that there were 4 commercials during their match. It felt like
they said you guys have an unlimited amount of time. Please just do whatever you want.
Yeah, do everything.
We are getting cooked. It doesn't matter what y'all do. Do whatever.
No one is watching this opening match, so it does not matter.
We are not beating these dudes. They're rocking Eddie Guerrero versus Dean Malenko in the first match. You are not doing better than these guys.
Was that the opener?
Yeah, it was. But it wasn't. This was on Thursday, so.
Oh, you're right. The opening match here is Rocky Maivia, super Rocky Maivia era Rocky Maivia. This is like to the point where they want him to die.
This guy sucks.
Yeah, they have not turned him yet. He's just blue chipper babyface, and he's taking on Hunter Hearst Helmsley, who also has not changed gimmick yet. He is full blue blood guy, and he's Intercontinental Champion. And
this guy sucks.
Dude, I was like, okay, The Rock versus Triple H opening. This is going to be a fucking hot Raw. We're starting off with The Rock and Triple H.
Right?
This is crazy. Oh, it's Rocky Maivia.
This is why they always did no contest on the Attitude Era, because you get this shitty ass shit they were rocking here.
Yeah, they said you are not going longer than 8, and you are doing DQ finish every week. Fuck you. So there's Owen Hart is the Queen of Farts sign right behind commentary.
Great sign.
The commentator's talking about Shawn vacating the title. Vince says Shawn was meant to face Sid, but Sid is going to face Stone Cold here tonight. I said, holy fuck, that sounds awesome. Okay, old Stone Cold taking on the Psycho Sid.
We love the Psycho Sid over here.
I love Sid Vicious, man. I love old Stone Cold too.
Well, it's a Psycho Sid, which is, of course, regular Sid. Yeah, we'll talk about Sid later, but yeah, this guy sucks, dude. They showed tonight matches or whatever on the side of the screen.
Lineup.
They just push the fucking screen over.
It gets all squished.
The swipe feature.
Yeah, resolution's all fucked up. Got this squished ass screen. Crazy lineup. Vader versus Bret Hart. Fucking Sid versus Stone Cold. I said, oh, we're getting some like good matches. I was like, oh, this match here will probably be over pretty soon, and we can get to those matches. No, that's not true.
What is the time of this actual match? Did it like?
It's got to be
can we find
15, 16?
15:30.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's got to be like 20.
Yeah.
It's got to be like 20 something altogether.
They do nothing. They do nothing the whole time. It's like I feel like I'm waiting for them to like turn it up a little bit. They don't even get to anywhere where I'm excited. The most exciting part is the end of the match, and I don't know if they were happy about the title change or if the match about just being over.
Dude, Triple H put him in like a rest hold for at least like 5 minutes straight.
I kept looking away and looking back,
and
and I thought he was in the same rest hold, Tony, but I think he just kept putting it back in.
Oh my god!
So a few things here. JR, Vince, and King are on commentary. Very weird that Vince is calling the action, not JR.
Yeah, you're right. That is, I guess
it was weird because JR's kind of just like a color commentator along with Jerry. JR kind of goes, "Oh, business is picking up." That's his job. He'll say, "Business is picking up," and then Jerry Lawler goes, "Ha ha ha! Ah, whoa! I worked in Memphis before."
Lawler is talking about Rock being nervous, and JR says, "Oh, what do you think he's as nervous as Michael Jackson has been in the past 24 hours?"
That is where I was like, Jim Ross is color. This is AEW commentary.
You're right. I was like, what the fuck did Michael Jackson? I was like, 97? Michael Jackson in 97 was? But Michael Jackson had just had a kid. That's what he was talking about.
Could have been anything, really. Next 4 years for Michael Jackson are pretty big years for him. So.
They do a wide shot of the crowd who is all sitting on their hands very bored.
Also, by the way, wide shot, talk about this arena, Lowell Memorial Auditorium. Pretty sweet arena. Lowell,
Worcester,
Lowell, Massachusetts, near Worcester, Massachusetts.
Sweet arena, by the way. I love the look of it.
It is a cool arena. Yeah, I do too. I think New Japan ran there a couple years ago.
In Lowell, Worcester?
In Lowell, Massachusetts, which is near Worcester.
The big raw letters.
It's raw.
I like that. I like the raw letters.
Me too. I like when Sabu fell off of them.
Yeah, I mean,
that
was
the R. Did you know he fell off the R?
Sabu fell off the R.
Haha.
That's coming
off the R.
The ECW thing is soon, like a month or a couple weeks after this, actually.
He falls off the R?
Mm-hmm.
Haha, falls off the R.
Which letter did he fall off, do you think?
Sabu, he fell off the R.
The R.
Off the R.
Well, Triple H is out here.
Hunter Hearst Helmsley, not Triple H. Different guy.
Please.
Hunter Hearst Helmsley, the blue blood, I think, Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Yes, that's right.
He looks like a big-ass pilgrim.
He's just... Come on, bro. He's Intercontinental Champion. Please put some respect on Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
No.
You know that?
And this match is obviously not going well here. Rocky Maivia and Hunter Hearst Helmsley, they're just doing stuff. Now,
What
couldn't
do
you
you
think of
mean?
any way possible to make this any worse?
Well, I mean, yeah, I can think of a few ways to make this a lot worse. But
They won.
well, we could send Crush out here to do a run-in.
Sure. Well, what about before that, maybe?
What could it be?
It could be maybe the Honky Tonk Man coming to fucking ringside to do commentary.
No.
Fuck it. Honky Tonk Man walks out with his guitar and his big blue suit and his big dumb head, and he's on. I said, no
Dude.
fucking way do I gotta listen to Honky Tonk Man and watch this shitty ass match.
Dude, I'm about to join 𝗫𝗍𝗍𝗵𝗁 wherever he's at. I'm gonna tell you right now. Look, dude. So Rocky Maivia, like, all right, we're what? We had to be what 10 into this, or like 8 or 9 into this by the time Honky Tonk Man comes out.
Yeah.
Rocky Maivia is only fucking doing drop kicks. He's spamming drop kicks, and they're not even that great of drop kicks.
No,
and then
not.
like halfway through the match, like right before Honky Tonk Man comes out, they just redo the spots they already called earlier again.
Yeah, Triple H does the running knee out of the corner like 4 times. Rock does a drop kick. They tease suplexes. Yeah, it's like the same
You know what I'm
fucking
wondering?
thing.
Because this is live and they're used to like tape stuff. I wonder if they did that in like matches and then they would just like edit them. So that
cut
like,
'em?
yeah, they'd cut them up.
I think what happened really, Tony, was
they just blew it.
yeah, that the match was 15 and they called 7 minutes worth of spots, so they just did them again. Back then, you could have a shitter match and then like you could just go to the hotel. You didn't even have to read Twitter back then. You just had a shitter
way.
match. We call 3 spots for 15 minutes and we do them all. I ain't even got to hear nobody say it was bad. I'm rocking. You know what I mean? Back then, it was awesome.
Also, I just wanted to put this out. This might be the first time they call Triple H cerebral. I heard him say on commentary.
They do say that, and it's cerebral. Yeah, I like that word.
So I think he might be the first ever time he's cerebral.
I think JR also says, "Howdy, Pilgrim." Which is pretty nuts because he does look like a big ass pilgrim.
There's a big BWO sign in the crowd too with a guy wearing a BWO shirt. I was like, holy shit, wow.
What do you think he likes?
hot. He probably likes the Pilgrims.
Oh shit! Well, he's in good favor here.
He's
because,
in the right place.
Yeah, look at this.
Honky Tonk Man says he's not very impressed with anything he's seen so far, and every man he's looked at in the WWF has let him down. And I have decided that
you could understand that because I couldn't understand.
Yeah, I'm very impressed
because they were double audio, double synced, and it was off.
Yeah, you're right.
That was live television for sure.
Is fucking on commentary. So I go, what happened on Nitro this week? Literally, when Honky Tonk Man came out, I said, what the fuck was Nitro doing? Because they had to be doing something better than this. So Nitro was obviously on Monday, but it was just, I just looked at it really quick. It was Dean Malenko versus Eddie, really.
Wow,
and then it went into a segment with Sting, Macho Man, and DDP. This is all within the time. This is all within the time that this shitty ass match was going. And then they did base Bobby Eaton _Pussy versus Conan, and Conan came out and he was
do the gimmicks?
He was spamming front drop kicks, rolling clothesline, yeah, dude, that shit was crazy.
Was he Bowdy and Rowdy?
Dude, he came out with the one leg up, had the fucking gimmick. You know, he looked good. He came out, he had his moves. I mean, they were crazy.
Wait, you're telling me all that happened in the time of this one
match? This match is still happening. Yeah. Bobby Eaton is going crazy in here. I'm talking 97 Bobby Eaton's going nuts, right?
And at one point, Hunter hits a neck breaker, and I wrote, I wish that was his finisher so this match ends.
Well, Rocky has to do he's like trying to figure out the Rock punch combination. He hasn't gotten it down yet. He's just weird shit.
Hunter hits him with a leaping pile driver, which was the most exciting part of the match, by the way. Which he just did it, and Rock kicked at it too. Hunter went for the pedigree, and Rock falls down Kenny Omega style. He was exhausted. He was not taking it, and then he inside cradles Hunter and wins the title. And the crowd is excited now because something finally happened.
It's kind of crazy.
In 15 minutes.
His match is over. That's why, not because of the Rock.
Yeah, you could have the shittiest show ever and do a title change, and everyone would be happy about it. Doc Hendricks is here to interview the Rocky Maivia immediately at ringside, and he says, Rocky, you're the new Intercontinental Champion. And Rocky says, and it's so funny because like it's still it's his cadence that he eventually gets as The Rock, but he's just not The Rock. It's super weird. He's like, I can't believe it. I guarantee I'm gonna give the best that I can give. Always, Dad and grandfather and my whole family. Thank you, and I'll make all my fans proud. I'm like,
what a cheese ball! You win the title against Hunter Hearst Helmsley. I'll give it 110%. I love the fans.
He was blue chipper as hell.
That's what they wanted. That's what the character was.
After 15 boring minutes, The Rock has finally dethroned the worst Intercontinental Champion the millions have ever seen. That's what it should have happened.
So much better. Oh my god! If you smell,
he buries the match after 36 boring minutes.
His own match
that he called
after the most boring match I've ever seen.
And he blames it on Hunter. Drop another knee, why don't you? If you smell.
That's like when you ask like a football player or something after they get like a good game, and they always go, well, I'd like to thank Jesus Christ first of all for putting me on this earth, for allowing me to do this. Why don't you say, man, I fucking slammed a fart. I slammed the fart. If Rocky had gone crazy like that, I'm gonna fucking smoke a bowl. I'm fucking something tonight.
No way, man. My dad and my grandfather are going to Disneyland with me. Fuck you, man.
I love the fans. Fuck you, motherfucker. Are you kidding me?
Speaking of that, a fan tried to just take the title off of his shoulder as he leaves.
The Rock should have said, this is the era of the beginning of the Megillah.
Well, WWF In Your House Final Four. Watch us redo the fucking last bit of the last one you paid for.
Pinfall submission or over the top. We'll redo it.
Bret Hart, Vader, Stone Cold, Undertaker. Who will become the new WWF champion at WWF In Your House Final Four?
They have Austin, the gif of Austin putting his hands over his face in this
with his hands.
All-timer moment.
So Sonny is here.
Tony,
I know you want me.
Yeah.
Did you guys see me in the crowd?
No. Where were you? Were you the one jerking off?
He had a lotion in his hand. He had a dick in his hand.
No. That
was the guy with his cock on the floor?
No, it's the Sunny Fan Club sign. You see that?
Oh, I did see you. Yeah. You're awesome, man. No
you
pants.
were in that? The Sunny Fan Club? No pants?
I started it. It was sunnyfanclub at AOL.com. You can email me right now.
Oh, yeah. Very trustworthy.
Do not be afraid.
I still have that email, by the way. You can email me right now.
I will email you. I will.
Very trustworthy. You can trust this guy.
Lawler says, let's stop talking about Rocky Maivia and let's talk about Sunny and her fucking titties. Woo!
Sunny is here. No bra, just vibes.
My goodness. Well, she doesn't have her notes at first. It's in her titties, of course, the notes.
Yeah, I mean, where else would they be?
She has no pockets. Where can I put them? Oh, yeah, they're in my titties.
The Headbangers are going to, of course, we got to put on a good show this week. So
the Headbangers.
The Headbangers are going to face off against Bob Holly and Aldo Montoya. We're rocking.
Sparkplug, Bob Holly, and Aldo Montoya are in the ring, and I said, what the fuck? I'm having the most fucked up moment of my life. I'm trying to explain that Aldo Montoya is just incredible to Deb. She's like, why is he a Power Ranger? Why is he all the Power Rangers put together? I said, I don't know. And this must be early Headbanger stuff, because they're like, I feel like they're not really comfortable with whatever the fuck they're doing yet. They're just kind of
but he's doing the dance thing.
He's doing the dance, and he's spitting in the air and catching in his mouth. They show a graphic of Stone Cold versus Sid, which looks insane, and then Undertaker versus Savio Vega as well.
This week, actually, I believe, was the Undertaker Tombstone on Shotgun Saturday Night.
Yes, they replayed the green slutty Eminem slam of the week. It's Undertaker tombstoning Hunter on the escalator and Hunter riding down.
How come the green Eminem has a mustache? Well, the Headbangers versus Bob Holly and Aldo Montoya. God, there was nothing else I wanted to see at this time than this one. Just incredible. If you guys have never seen Aldo Montoya before, this has got to be, I mean, top 5, top 10 worst looking motherfuckers of all time. Just incredible for some reason.
I won't have this slander.
Just incredible for some reason. Has the top pop crazy style, bald head showing, ready to rock. Like,
I think Jerry Lawler used to call it a jockstrap. It looks like a jockstrap on his face.
Bob Holly likes race cars.
He does.
So Bob Holly.
What do you want? I don't know, bro.
Yeah, so good gimmicks here. Bob Holly also likes to hit people extremely hard.
Hard as hell. He's trying to clothesline their face. He hits Mosh with a drop kick that I swear I don't know how it didn't break his nose.
So I'm sure this match was fine. I wouldn't know because I didn't watch it, but I'm sure it was fine.
Headbangers actually had some cool tag moves. They always kind of had cool tag moves. They did like the gourd buster off the top. The fucking stage dive is an all-timer finisher. I don't know how people haven't stolen that. Stage dive is awesome. The fucking power bomb into the leg drop off the top. Vince is talking about Shawn on commentary. He says Shawn has a knee injury, but not the same injury that a regular person would have. It's much worse. They haven't said anything about this match the whole time. They're just talking about Shawn the entirety of this match.
Dude, why is Vince McMahon a big Shawn ball licker? What is going on here?
This is fuck you, man. I hate Brett. I don't want Brett on top.
Brett signed like a 95-year deal with Vince.
So. I didn't want it. It was an accident. Sorry about that. I didn't want to sign him.
Dude, he goes on and on forever. You know, if you wrestle like Shawn does, nobody wrestles like Shawn Michaels. He's
nobody wrestles
time.
like Shawn.
This isn't an all of a sudden injury. This has been, from the years of the great matches he's putting on in the World Wrestling Federation.
Yeah, the whole match is them talking about Shawn until the end.
That's Aldo Montoya.
And the click. The only time they start talking about the match is when Thrasher misses a moonsault while they're advertising the forbidden TV comedies lineup like Lost on Earth and JR's favorite Duckman.
Yeah, Duckman was awesome. Hell yeah.
Well, JR said, yeah, I'm a Duckman man.
I hear you.
Dude, I have Duckman on DVD. That's how awesome that show is.
Oh my. That's tremendous. Aldo Montoya awesome tags in and he hits the clotheslines and then he gets hit with the stage dive. The Portuguese man of war.
What a cocksucker, man. So the Headbangers win here.
Yes, they do.
And then Shawn Michaels is seen telling Gorilla Monsoon that he will book a group called the Schism in 20 years. And there's not a damn thing any of you can do about it.
If you don't let me do this idea, I'm out.
And he said, well, you got to get the fuck out of here. And he said, well, if I ever find a guy named Joe Casey, I'm going to go crazy. So it's time for the legendary segment here. Shawn Michaels loses his smile town hall.
So Vince is in the ring with Gorilla Monsoon, and he introduces the most flamboyant and charismatic WWF champion, perhaps of all time. Here to surrender the WWF championship, Shawn Michaels. And now, I want you to pay attention here, because Shawn comes to the ring with a slight limp. Maybe you would not even noticed it, that he had any limp, because it's all about his knee here. But by the time he leaves this ring, he has a crippling injury that makes it very hard for him to
Just
walk.
because as a normal human being, you don't understand the severity.
Sorry, you're right.
This isn't a one-time injury. This has just come out of nowhere.
Well, they call it the schism knee, and he is out of here.
That's what I've been hearing, actually.
It's not as bad when you listen to Sean's ideas. When you stop listening to Sean's ideas, it flares up. The
You start
schism knee.
when you stop listening, it's just knee flares up.
It flares up. So Shawn gets in the ring. He's got a suit on, waving to the fans. He's his knee hurts so bad that he's wearing very tight pants.
His knee hurt so bad that he couldn't shave either. He could not shave.
Well, it's a tough time.
It's hard to shave with your knee hurting.
Well, Vince says this comes as a shock. It's a shock to WWF fans all over the world, and maybe it is really. You shouldn't be considering what you give. Obviously, what you bring to the WWF has taken its toll on you, specifically your knee.
I can't believe he's looking at this dude with a straight face because he fucking knows that Shawn Michaels is an unbelievable piece of shit. You're just looking at they are getting ram-dogged ass style by WCW, and the champion of the world goes, I have to go home.
I gotta go.
And I'm going to make a call over to WCW to see if they're rocking a spot for me and my shitty knee.
Vince had to cater to whatever Shawn wanted, otherwise he was going to WCW, and that would have been a nail in the coffin for WWF. So he had to ultimate ball licking, cock sucking Vince McMahon. Please don't go to WCW.
Well, he says, as you're facing a knee operation, I wonder if you would share with your millions of fans what's going through your head. And Shawn says a lot of shit, man. Shawn says it's unfortunately for him, it's much more serious than it was last time. He's never had a doctor look him in the face and say that I may never be able to wrestle again because they've never done it.
Oh my God. Shawn's dentist told him his knee was real fucked up.
It was just 𝗖ście𝗽𝗆𝗆.
Yeah,
looking at his
longest yard, you walk into the bar and a dude goes, you take a look at my knee? He goes, yeah, he's not ever.
You can see my doctor, dude. I got a doctor that'll analyze you very quickly, brother.
Whatever you need,
found out what was
dude.
wrong with my penis very fast.
8
surgeries, brother.
Dr. Pepper.
Let me take a look at that knee, Daddy.
So Shawn, by the way, Shawn's knee is
obliterated.
It is fucked up. It is torn to shreds. It's in 10 different pieces in shreds.
Let's talk about that.
I look like it with a meat grinder. It's shredded to pieces.
Shawn's got the Mr. Deeds knee, and he comes out here walking.
Pops back and forth.
Yeah, he comes out here walking. You're just walking the ring. I'm just a sexy boy. Sexy boy. All right, now I hear you. Vince is standing in the ring with Gorilla Monsoon. Everyone's about to lose their jobs because Eric Bischoff is fucking these dudes the long way. No, I hear you. Your knee hurts.
Not that. This is like a 10-minute segment. He stands still, straight-legged, talking for 10 minutes, and he's fine.
Oh my God! Wow, this was unbelievable.
Well, it's
Doctor looked at me, and the other day,
was told the other day, this is what Triple H got his cadence. Of course, it's not something I believe, but the fact that it's something I have to deal with, time has taken its toll on my body. So Shawn is cutting this fucking promo, talking about his knee, and all of a sudden you hear, "We want Sid." I said, "Holy shit."
I could not believe it.
"We want Sid" chant, and Vince says, "No, you don't." I promise you don't, and I'll make sure you don't want fucking Sid.
We gave Sid 8 minutes later tonight. You tell me after that match if you still want Sid. Now back to you, Shawn.
Vince says, "I know you're disappointed as anyone else that you aren't defending your belt against Sid or anyone else. No one has taken on more challenges than you, and no one had to endure the kind of schedule that you have taken."
Oh, yeah, the 4 matches in 6 months.
Yeah, well, there's one thing about me, says Shawn Michaels. I can't do anything halfway. They can't chant Sid's name or
If I'm going to bury you, dude, it's going to be full way. I'm going to tell you that right now.
Dude, he says they can chant Sid's name or Brett's name. They didn't even mention Brett.
There was actually a guy in the back chanting, "We want Vader. We want Vader." That's basically what was happening. Every time like a name would be brought up, Vince would be like,
Shawn says, "You're all gonna, have that all in the future. That's what I want for the WWE fans." He is like going crazy.
This is so fucked up. He's like, yeah, you can chant for Sid or Brett. You know, I really want the World Wrestling Federation to succeed. Like, yeah, I'm doing this for the World. I want you all
to have a good time and enjoy themselves. You know, I tried to be the one to provide it, whether it was on the good side or bad side. What was always important to me was the performance.
Dude, the best is, he goes, in spite of what people think about me, I always wanted was for all these people is to come and have a good time and enjoy themselves. You're so full of shit. Dude,
Shawn,
you have shit coming out of your ears. That's how full of shit you are.
Dude, this is iconic. Thank you, Tony. I agree. Shawn Michaels has that shit coming out of his ears. So here's what I'm saying here. This shit was so backhanded. Yeah, you guys fucking chant for whoever you want because I'm leaving and you can have them and good luck.
yeah, right.
Holy, man. As Vince and Gorilla Monsoon just standing there.
Yeah, he said he didn't want you to regret buying a ticket because they knew if they saw my name on the card, they could come and cheer and boo and they would have a good time. Well, over the last couple months, there's been a lot of talk of people having bad attitudes revolving around this belt. No, that's just you.
Yeah.
Shawn says I have to have everything checked. I don't know where I am right now. Okay? I may be beyond reconstructive knee surgery.
Oh,
if I can't come back and perform at the level I performed at before, I can't perform. I can't come out here and just go half-ass. I have to come out here and romp and stomp and get tossed around and toss people around and I have to have fun.
You're killing the business. You're killing the business, bro.
The schedule over the last year I took on because I felt I couldn't say no. I wanted to do everything. I wanted to enjoy my life as champion. I wanted to ride in Lear jets and limousines and be on TV shows and do autographs, and I got to do that.
He took the hard schedule because he wanted to be a Lear jets and limos and Vader, you fat piece of shit. Vader, you fucker.
Fuck you, Vader and Sid. He said, unfortunately, I don't have the toughness. I know we're in the middle of a time where toughness is real big in the WWF, but unfortunately, I don't have toughness for anybody.
I'm a giant pussy.
So here you go. Here's your belt. He just gives Gorilla Monsoon the belt. He says, what I'm going to do is go back home and see what's left for me, whether it's to be in the ring or out of the ring. I know that over the last several months, I've lost a lot of things, and one of them has been my smile. And I know it doesn't mean a whole lot to everyone else, but it means a lot to me. I have to go back and fix myself and take care of myself, and I have to go back and find my smile. And you know what? If you decide to not put Sid over and book the schism, maybe I'll look him back.
Hey, brother, the promo was about your shitty knee.
Yeah, well,
what are you talking about? Yeah, what are you talking about? What about your knee?
I don't care if it's unpopular. People want to make fun of me because I'm an emotional guy.
What are you talking about? I thought your knee hurt.
I want to tell you, last year was wonderful.
All the old ladies are crying in the crowd at this, by the way, when he lost his smile.
There are two ladies crying in the crowd.
No, there's at least four. There's at least four.
They zoomed in crazy stuff.
That's what I tell you. Last year was the most wonderful year of my life, and I never get to do it again. I'll be okay.
That's it.
I got to live 1 year as being the #1 guy in the business, and I have you to thank, Vince. And I'm going to go home now. Well, he hugs Vince, and Vince says, ladies and gentlemen, Shawn Michaels. And now Shawn, he daps up Gorilla Monsoon. He goes out of the ring onto the apron. And it is the longest stretch of time between him hitting the floor and getting to the stage because now he has an incredibly bad limp. The schism knee is flared up.
He's walking like Vince McMahon when he kicked Gowan's leg out of him. That's how Shawn is walking.
Gorilla Monsoon and Vince just stomped his knee to smithereens and he's limping.
Dude, his knee is so fucked up that he makes the 4-post fucking handshake.
Yeah,
you're right. He went all the way around.
And he goes through the middle of the rope to get out of the ring and all. Jumps off the apron.
Yeah, I'm just really upset, to be honest. I'm just sad.
They didn't let me do this schism, but it's really
funny. I'm not losing to Sid, guys. I'm not fucking losing to Sid.
Well, JR says Godspeed. Goodbye, Shawn, and Godspeed. And
he's just going home.
You see of Shawn Michaels for 2 months.
Yeah, that's what I say. He comes back and he has a couple of things to fucking do. He's got to bury, like, we got 3 matches coming up. He's about to bury everybody in this bitch.
So Thursday Raw Thursday is brought to you by Western Union.
Well, WCW steals that too. So
let's talk about Savio Vega versus the Undertaker.
This Raw's not over. Come on.
No way, brother.
Savio Vega versus that was the end of the fucking show. We got 20 matches left, man.
I thought so too. Yeah. No, you got Savio Vega and the Dead Man.
All right, so Undertaker versus Savio Vega. I have seen this match 500 times. And I have also never seen it once.
It is not worth seeing, but what is worth seeing is 𝗀𝗖𝗍 and Wolfie D doing the Nation of Domination.
That is awesome. I love that every time I see that.
Nation comes out with Savio Vega, and all 𝗀𝗖𝗍 and Wolfie PG-13 do are yell, Savio! They just keep yelling, Savio! I'm like, oh, this is awesome. And then they're yelling, turn the fucking mics on. I said, what?
Sir Lucky Ali got it. Turn the fucking music on.
Well, lights out, and here comes the Undertaker. No 𝗁𝗏 𝗵𝗏 yet, though, Tony. Sorry about that.
No, I don't. This guy, I don't like the Undertaker anymore. I'm sorry.
This guy sucks. Savio Vega should have whomped this dude crazy style.
Well, Undertaker throws Savio in the corner and hits him with the crazy ass soup bone punches.
Because of course, as the dead man with the eye tattoo with the fucking who is this guy in the corner with the punches? Old school.
He does old school before it's called old school. Right here, it's called I stole this from Akushi.
You're right. Did steal it.
Yeah, this match is super nothing. Savio hits a bunch of spinning heel kicks that Taker no sells. Finally gets him down with a running one. Savio sends Taker in the ropes and then ducks down, and Undertaker decides he's going to invent the famouser.
I've never seen this before. So Taker goes to jump over Savio, and then somehow he hits a brick wall. I don't know. He falls out of the air.
Taker falls right down onto him and almost kills Savio Vega.
It's not even literally you have to look at it because it's unbelievable. It's not like anything went wrong. Taker just fell out of the air.
You're right. It's super strange.
It's very weird.
Well, Taker hits Savio with what JR calls the Death Valley Chokeslam and gets the win. A big pop. Then the Nation jump the Undertaker.
There are so many people in this ring right now.
Dude, it's D'Lo, PG-13, Clarence Mason is in there just trying to beat Undertaker up. Taker's fucking them all up. Then here comes Farouk and Crush, and then they all stomp out Taker in the corner. Ahmed Johnson with 2 layers of knee pads comes out and makes the save.
And none of them's on his knees.
They're all on his thighs.
They're quadded up.
Every time. This dude's crazy.
Crazy knee pads, 2 on each above his knee. Ahmed Johnson makes a save. Taker and Ahmed clean house. Double chokeslam from Taker to PG-13. Undertaker and Ahmed Johnson is the most fucked up team I've ever seen in my life.
Well, did you know that WF In Your House Final Four has got that Western Union?
Yeah, I did know that because Jerry Lawler sent in a money order to his mom to buy gifts for him for Valentine's Day.
I don't know what the hell that was. That was
dude,
crazy.
I don't even understand what the fuck they were talking about. That's what?
Well, we have Stone Cold versus Sid.
Stone Cold comes out, and something's wrong here.
You know what it is.
This isn't Stone Cold here.
You know what it is.
What's
Steve
that?
Austin ain't on them Trimboloni sandwiches and shit.
Oh,
dude, he's skinny here, bro.
He is small. You're right.
He's small.
Oh my
no
god,
traps.
that is. He looks so weird.
Yeah, so he comes out and he's fucking.
Oh my god,
Steve Austin when he's not on the Trimboloni sandwiches, actually kind of sexual. I don't know what's going on. Steve Austin comes out.
Lips.
Yeah, Steve Austin goes out, moist lips, gets the camera a nice little peek over, just seeing what's going on over here.
He stares deep into the eyes of the viewer at home with his supple, wet lips.
Yeah,
this is
that's cold. That's Stone Cold era.
Yes, it is.
This is just natty Steve Austin, and this ain't working, bro. We're gonna have to get you loaded up, man.
He hadn't had his match with Bret yet, so he's not really.
Yeah, you're right.
Yet.
James, that is unbelievable.
Yeah, it's the Trimboloni sandwiches. It took me a second too. Then I started watching the match. I said, "Where's this motherfucker's lat spread?" And then I said, "Oh my god, it's because he's fucking natty."
That is unreal. Yeah. You're right. We go backstage. Doc Hendricks is with Gorilla Monsoon now, of course. Doc says, Gorilla Monsoon does not want to talk to this fucking guy. Because Doc Hendricks says, well, now the title's vacant. Can you explain your reasoning for the Final Four match for the title? This is also the shittiest mic ever that they're using.
They're running. It keeps fucking slamming against them or some shit, bro. Dude, Gorilla Monsoon, man, he's like, I don't even know what's happening right now. I don't even know if he's listening. He looks like he's fucked up.
He doesn't even answer the question.
He looks
he's high as hell.
Yeah, he's been sober out and stuff.
Like someone talking about you're thinking of something else, and they're like, "What'd you say to me?"
Yeah.
That's James trying to talk to me while I'm typing. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude,
he asked him about the match, and Gorilla Monsoon says, "Well, I thought I was doing what would be fair. You know, when a champ forfeits, that's a very disheartening thing for everyone. everyone. And I'm like, what are you talking about, bro? Well, Doc Hendricks says, that seems fair. Why'd you leave out Sid? And he says, well, I'm trying to be fair.
Rest in peace, 𝗀𝗏𝗄𝗃, but god damn, bro.
It's called Final 4.Final 5, all right?
Yeah, dipshit. Well, he said Sid's going to get a shot at the belt on the Raw after the pay-per-view. And Doc says, wow, big news. Wow, what a terrific audience.
All right, cool. See you, bro. So
yeah, I'm going to go hit 𝗵𝗃
Yeah, I got to hit this shit back here. I got to make this shit. He break out the necklace with the spoon underneath his shirt right there. He pulls
I got to run
out.
through Shawn's stash before he leaves.
John, get your ass back here.
He's back there going, ah. Holy fuck.
I love the idea that 𝗀𝗏𝗄𝗃 just hit like a crazy bump, and Doc just goes, "Hey, come, promo.
We gotta talk.
Promo, come here, come here."
Pal.
He comes over there, mouth agape, just looks at him.
𝗀𝗏𝗄𝗃's just like, get the fuck. He said, what do you think of that title thing? 𝗀𝗏𝗄𝗃 says, well, that snoots and please do.
So what do you think about that title? 𝗬𝗟𝗍𝗍 𝗬𝗟.
So it's Stone Cold Sexy Austin taking on Psycho Sid.
We
Psycho
didn't
with
review
an
this
S.
match already? I swear we already talked about it.
No, we talked about Stone Cold being sexy during his entrance.
Right.
So Sid comes out, man, big Sid pyro.
No, hold on.
Love
That's Vader.
Sid. Sid's awesome. He's fucking awesome.
What's crazy to me is Sid is like effortlessly the coolest guy ever.
Yeah.
And then they're like, you are going to be the Psycho, and we're going to do Name Pyro, and we're going to give you this crazy song. He was so effortlessly cool. Like, he could have just walked to the ring and it would have been like 5 times as cool. And then they're like, we're going to give you all of this shit.
You're right. He didn't need it. You're right.
It almost made him cheesy. Thankfully, he's just too cool to like...
This Psycho with his pyro.
Yeah, look at this Psycho. He said, this is my name.
His rehearsed entrance.
He's such a psychopath that he has like a regular match and he's mad when someone interrupts it.
Well, Austin jumps him as Sid is taunting in the ring. The bell rings. Austin has blue knee sleeves underneath his knee pads, and he's looking real sexy.
Well, he's got a lot to show you. And well, one, he's got his fucking sweet eyebrows, a good goatee growing here.
Yeah,
looks good. Yeah, I mean,
plump lips.
Yeah, he's definitely not plastered yet.
No, he hasn't had a drink in a minute.
Yeah, he's got 1 scoop of creatine coming out for the rest of his life. So,
well, Sid goozles Austin, and Austin just blatantly kicks him in the balls, and the referee does not care. Match just keeps going. Austin turns around, goes to the top rope, and does Sid's taunt on the rope. He's just being a little asshole. I said, what is this?
Yeah, did you see the part where Steve Austin does an abdominal stretch?
Yes, to Sid Vicious.
He said, look, brother, I know you forgot everything that we called, so here's what we're going to do.
I'm going to stretch you for a little bit.
Yeah.
That's not even an abdominal stretch. I don't even know what that's like. The worst version of that move.
He put him in something. Yeah. I mean, it was.
He had the wrong. Did he have the wrong leg over? Is that what it was?
He didn't even get the arm. This was legit, just arm over arm and stretch your back.
He doesn't know what to do, so he just grabs the top rope because he doesn't know how to put the pressure in.
Yeah. Sid catches him in a sleeper. Austin jawbreakers him for a 2. Sid goes for a big leg drop, and Austin then just moves and goes to put Sid in the sharpshooter. No one on commentary acknowledges that he's going for this at all. They don't care.
Because they're smitten with the sexiness of Steve Austin.
Ass shatters. That's what I'm looking for.
That's awesome, man. Shout out.
Austin goes for the sharpshooter. No one cares. Sid gets out of it. And then Bret Hart runs out and just starts whooping Austin's ass. So DQ, Austin wins. Austin powders and leaves. Sid is not happy about this, so much so that he takes a Sid invents a strike here. I've never seen somebody throw a punch like this in my life. He just does it's not an overhand, but it's not a jab either. It's like an in-between crazy punch. They start brawling. The referees take at least 3 to 5 minutes to break this up. Dave Hebner and Gerald Briscoe are in their craziest brown jackets they could find.
Dude, that Briscoe jacket's crazy.
What the fuck? That's Lowell, Massachusetts' best jackets from the Burlington Coat Factory. Refs finally get them apart from each other, and that is the end of that match. So you get nothing from Sid versus Stone Cold except sexy Stone Cold. Oh no.
Yeah, here we go, baby. So it cuts backstage.
Come on, man, no.
It's Vader, of course, Paul Bearer. Make sure everybody acknowledges that.
Paul Bearer is just standing behind him caressing an urn.
And Vince McMahon goes, Vader, can you hear us? And he goes, oh, yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, I hear you.
I hear you. What do you want? He goes, oh, well, you got to cut a promo. And then
Vince says, yeah, this Sunday, what about it? Vader says some crazy shit.
Yeah, I didn't write it down, but Vader fucking...
I did.
Okay, good. He fucking went nuts.
Vader said, well, Mr. McMahon, let me ask you one question. How many wrestlers in the WWF can you say in the last 6 weeks not only taking The Undertaker on and put him on his back 1, 2, 3, but on 2 separate occasions whipped Stone Cold Steve Austin's butt on 2 separate occasions, Bret the Hitman Hart on Raw right here. Now, do you answer that question? What?
Well, he says
thank you, Vader.
Stone Cold
Steve Austin's butt and last 6 weeks
and 6 weeks
and 6 weeks and Vince says, oh well, and Vince says, who's man? Why is Paul Bearer not talking for Vader?
That's what I was thinking. Why is Paul Bearer with Vader? Obviously, because he can't talk.
Because it's why not have Paul with Taker? So I get it, but like, yeah, have Paul Bearer talk.
Yes, but have Paul Bearer talk so you can be the mouthpiece for Vader.
To beat the butt, bitch.
In the last 6 weeks,
6 weeks.
Stone Cold Steve Austin's
Bret Hart 6 weeks and
who the
man? So Jerry Lawler, this is where he sends money to his mom.
Yeah, Vince is talking about the show, and Lawler's sitting there writing out a money order. He's telling him, well, I'm signing a Western Union money transfer. Tomorrow's Thanksgiving. I mean, Valentine's Day, and just Thanksgiving. And Lawler says, oh, I'm always thinking about food, just like you. I said, oh, all right, that's fucked up.
All right,
and
Vader, we're back to you. We do
6 weeks of Thanksgiving.
How many Bret Harts you got on Valentine's Day? 6 weeks ago.
Yeah, Lawler says he's sending his mom money for Valentine's so she can buy him things.
Whatever.
He's handwriting this fucking thing out.
He's not a full pervert yet. He's just a dumbass.
And now we get, of course, Farouk and Crush versus Owen Hart and the British Bulldog.
Tag titles on the line. PG-13 are out here again doing For Which It Stands, One Nation, under Farouk, with liberty and justice for no one. I said, oh, okay, true. That's cool.
Crush is also here.
Crush is here, and he's in the Nation of Domination.
Just so everybody
Something
knows.
Feels wrong here. This is not right.
So Owen Hart is, I mean, dude, there's like levels to this shit,
he
man.
Is leagues above everyone on this show.
He makes British Bulldog look like a dumbass idiot. It's actually unbelievable here. Owen Hart is cooking. This match is not nothing at all, really. But yeah. Owen Hart is just like, you could pick him out of a crowd. Like, this guy is like good, man.
Anytime Owen tags in, yeah, his pace is like so different from everything on this fucking show. It's unbelievable.
No wasted movement, ton of urgency. Like, even in a match that like literally was nothing, you know, he was still out there pushing the limit, and like, that's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Of course, then we go backstage, and well, we see the Hitman.
Oh my God, the Bret Hart Patreon announcement. Big shit.
Dude, for people who don't know, we have a Patreon.
Patreon.com/DeadlockPW.
Yeah, you can check that out. And every week we post this image that I think Johnny made this, and like
Pedro made this.
Oh, Pedro made this.
Yes.
And it's the literally an edited picture of this exact fucking part where Bret Hart is looking at the TV sideways.
This is the first time ever in wrestling, I think, that they've looked at the TV this way. And ever since then, they've always looked. He did invent it, and they forevermore they always look at the TV this way.
This is legitimately how dads watch fucking the Lions football game on Thanksgiving.
Dude, even Bret's arms are down, like his hands are in his pockets, like dad style.
Yeah, like
looks
big dad style. Yeah. We come back from commercial. Crush runs into British Bulldog, who is ducked down, and just immediately hits him with a pile driver. I was like, holy fuck. And then, yes, I wrote, holy shit, Bret Hart is standing Patreon style.
I wrote that down too.
That's base. So Bret is talking about Shawn on the split screen while Crush is doing his shitty fucking heat. And Bret says that he would love to wrestle Shawn Michaels.
It's a shock to everyone. Shawn thinks it's over. I don't think it is. Oh, yeah.
Fellas, if I had a time machine, I'm going back. And I got to tell him you don't want to do that. So 𝗨𝗶𝗵𝗁 is coming out. So 10 p.m. after Raw, of course. It's JR's favorite show.
𝗨𝗶𝗵𝗁, of course. They talk about it. Crush has Bulldog and a body scissors, and Vince says, well, how would you like to be body scissored by 𝗨𝗶𝗵𝗁?
JR would love it.
Yeah,
Bulldog,
cool.
man, he got exposed big time in this match, man. He looked like shit in this match.
Well, I wrote, James, just to let you know, I wrote this down, and I just had to figure out in my brain what I meant. I wrote, this match gets the +10 treatment, which means I skipped 10 seconds ahead
Oh,
of
shit. Nice.
Okay, +10.
Bulldog looks, yeah, he doesn't look great here. But anyways,
I believe
fucking
it.
Owen hot tag, double fucking
That's
spinning
when
heel kick.
I started watching again at Owen.
Diving Booker T drop kick, man.
Oh, my God.
He's going crazy.
It's awesome.
Then Owen gets thrown over the ropes, and he gets the Shawn Michaels schism knee.
Dude, I thought this was incredible. I didn't even think about it until Deb pointed out. She said, oh my God, they're doing an injury angle on the night that Shawn left because of his knee. I said, oh my God, Owen Hart's the best ribber ever.
Yeah, I was going to say, Owen Hart is like the master ribber. I bet you that wasn't even supposed to be the finish. He just fucking did it. Just my knee hurts, and he just called it.
I need Gorilla Monsoon to help me with this one. Yeah, Owen takes a bump to the floor, sells his knee. He gets counted out because he can't stand up. That is amazing.
And now British Bulldog is getting DP'd in the ring by Farouk and Crush.
Fucked by the Nation. They give him, Farouk gets him with a Dominator. Very light though, Dominator.
Well, Owen can't come in to help Bulldog because he's got the schism knee.
Dude, Owen gets on the apron and then just jumps off the
falls.
apron.
Yeah. He has the schism knee.
Dude, yeah, wait. So we're in February of 97?
Yes.
Was this really just a rib? This didn't like go anywhere?
No,
it was legit just a rib?
Yeah. It didn't lead to anything.
Wow.
He's just fucking with Shawn Michaels. Honestly.
Yeah, he's just having a rib, brother.
Owen ribbing Shawn about the knee is so sick. Oh my God.
So in your house Final Four video, here you gotta goddamn watch this show. Please watch this show, man.
Doc Hendricks doing the voiceover.
Yeah, why are you watching Nitro? It's Thursday.
So next up we have Vader versus Bret Hart.
Main event time here. Both men get in the ring. Bret gives his glasses away, but before we get to that, the lights go out.
I couldn't believe it. I was like, no, please fucking no. Undertaker, don't get near the main event. Get back up. No. Back the fuck up.
Well, Undertaker is here, James. I'm sorry.
Creatures!
Dude, oh my God.
He starts out with creatures. The first thing he says is creatures.
Mount up.
He comes out. Taker's creatures. I hate to interrupt, but there seems to be a problem with respect. What? The Undertaker. He don't seem to get that anymore. I said,
dude,
what?
The way that he worded this was so fucked up. Like he should have just said, no one respects me anymore. But the Undertaker, he don't get it no more.
The pace of the promo is so off. Taker keeps speeding up and slowing down and dropping the fucking voice and having the voice.
Right.
And he's the Undertaker. He doesn't seem to get it anymore. What's going on here?
Well, gentlemen, let me forewarn you now. In 4 days' time in Nashville, Tennessee, you will have to look into the eyes of the Reaper, along with Stone Cold. I said, well, okay. Each of you know you can't beat me, so what you have to deal with, Hitman and Vader, is the time is at hand, and you three rest in peace.
Can somebody get this fucking guy out of here so these guys can work?
No.
Holy shit, man. So anyways, back to the match. Vader with the fucking fist. We're going crazy. Wait a minute. There's Stone Cold Steve Austin. He's attacking Bret Hart.
Oh, we'll be right back, though.
We gotta go.
Dude, yeah. Austin just comes out and stomps out Bret, and we don't care. There was a DQ in the Austin match.
Dude, they go to commercial and come back Western Union. And I'm like, what the hell?
They come back to the Western Union Rewind, which was The Rock getting the roll-up win earlier in the night. There's a fucking main event going on. What's wrong with you?
Dude, this felt like a decade ago. The Rocky
might
understand
live TV.
You're right, James. Yeah, no, you're right, Tony. Yeah.
So we come back and Steve Austin's just not here anymore.
They replay him stomping him out that you saw just before it went to commercial.
Anyways, Vader in the corner with the fist in the line. This man's going crazy. This is two goats wrestling right here. What a hell of a main event. Bret reverses Vader off the ropes to a power slam. Dope shit. Brett's got the meanest Russian leg sweep of all time, man. Just fucking slams him.
He hooks it so crazy, too. It's very cool.
Body slam, goes to the sharpshooter. Vader kicks him out into the corner. Brett's punches were super sick, too, man. Good puncher, man. Brett was just good.
Yeah, well, sexy ass Stone Cold's now in the balcony.
Oh my God! He's serenading the Hitman. By God, he's got the lips.
Oh hell yeah! You want to fuck Hitman?
Why is he in the balcony?
Well, he's up there in full gear too.
For what reason?
The referee's up there. Well, he's distracting.
Well, because
somebody.
the Final Four.
He just came out to the ring.
Well,
why is he in the balcony
because
ask Gorilla Monsoon.
He don't seem to get it.
So Vader goes for the Vader bomb and then climbs to the top rope, and then Austin's like, do it, and I win it. Vader goes fucking Vader salt. Brett moves out of the way and pins him and wins. I said, what? Okay.
That's awesome.
And then Austin calls him a dumbass up there. He's like, you idiot, why'd you do that
Austin
shit?
not only calls him a dumbass, Tony, but then threatens to kill himself.
No, I don't think that's what happened.
No, that's right. That's what I wrote.
That's what it was.
Yeah, that's what
he was
going
to jump the balcony and come kill Bret Hart.
Yeah, Austin was climbing over the balcony. I thought he was trying to kill himself because Vader lost, which I was
That's
also
right,
doing.
yeah. That's what I would have done.
The people of Lowell, Massachusetts started jumping off the balcony.
Worcester's going nuts.
But yeah, the show ends with Austin trying to kill himself and Brett being
W.
Sorry, Austin trying to kill himself off the balcony. Being held
that's
back by the
right.
referee.
No, that's right.
The referee saving Stone Cold's life is what happened. Well, there you go. Gorilla Monsoon presents Raw Thursday. Raw Thursday.